Hi boys and girls. Today we're going to go ahead and draw Ferdinand the bull, and I'm going to show you some examples before we get started. So you could always draw Ferdinand like this and use these colors, or you might not want to. You might want to not give him a background, but maybe use these colors, or you might not want to. You might want to use these colors. So boys and girls, you might just want to draw the face because that would be really easy. You might want to do the face with the body. It's your world. I want you to draw Ferdinand how you want to draw Ferdinand. I'm just going to kind of guide those who want guiding instructions along. All right, so when we draw Ferdinand, I'm going to draw Ferdinand with a erasable pen. But I would recommend to use a pencil so you can erase and change your mind. The first thing I would do with Ferdinand is I would draw a half moon on this side, about the size of one of those little small oranges, maybe a tangerine, and a half moon on this side, another small little tangerine. And then I would give my tangerine, I'd kind of put a point on the end and come down kind of like a weird looking teardrop. And on the other side, put a point on the end, kind of come down and around like a weird looking teardrop. Then I would go ahead and connect the two weird looking teardrops. And I'd give Ferdinand a little scruff look. So I'd pretty much, it doesn't have to be perfect, just a little scruff look. And then I'd go to one side of the weird teardrop and I'd do kind of like a U. Oops, I don't want it all the way out like that, so I'm going to use my eraser. Kind of erase it. Oops. The beauty is you have pencils, so you're not going to see any of those lines. Okay, so now that I'm happy with Ferdinand's face, I want to give him some ears. So a little half moon coming out here, and on the other side, a little half moon coming out there. Then I'd go down a little bit, and another half moon, kind of connecting it. Go down a bit, another half moon kind of connecting it. And then I draw a line at the top on this side, and I draw another line on the top of this side. All right, so now I have Ferdinand's face. And so I want to definitely give him some eyes, and kind of like he's got his eyes closed, just two little smiles. And I'm going to give those smiles some lashes. Just little lines. Then I'm going to draw kind of like a great big kidney bean. And then on the kidney bean, real low on the bottom of the kidney bean, I'm going to draw a smile. And kind of a little line on this side and a little line on this side. Then I want to give him some nostrils. So a big nostril circle here and a big nostril circle here. All right, then I want to look at my Ferdinand, and if I'm happy, then I want to kind of move down on my paper a little bit more. Now, you could just make the head of Ferdinand. You don't have to make the body. But if you want to make the body, hey, why not make the body? So then I would draw two more half moons like that. And then, you know what? The little feet kind of remind me of pig feet. So I'd give the little Ferdinand, go ahead and do like a zigzag up, down, and then a tiny half moon. up, down, tiny half moon. Sort of look like lobster claws a little bit, but not exactly. Then I would give him a stomach. And then, you know what? You need to give him back feet. So another half moon on this side and another half moon on this side. And then I would kind of zigzag up, down, zigzag up, down. All right. Now I'm kind of happy with my Ferdinand. So I'm going to draw a line to kind of define his little feet. 4 little lines. All right. Then when I'm happy, I might give him little splotches. So maybe a splotch here, a splotch there, a splotch here, maybe a splotch over here, maybe a splotch here, and a splotch there. You know what? Just wherever you think you want little splotches. I feel like his stomach is sort of dipping down just a little too much. I want him, I'm going to put it about there. Erasable pen, it doesn't erase very well. That's why pencil is probably your best bet. So that these lines, they're not exactly the same, but they're very similar. All right. Then, boys and girls, you're going to take your black crayon or your black marker, and you're going to go ahead and go over these areas as neatly as you possibly can. And if you see the eraser marks coming out, you can always erase those. And so I'm just tracing over. Just kind of defining these lines a little darker. You know what's fun is if yours looks a little different than mine, that's okay. Because you know what, boys and girls, it's completely your world. I just love his little kidney bean shaped nose. I'm going to color in the nostrils just so they kind of jump out. The fun part about the splashes is you can give them big splashes, little splashes, whatever kind of splashes you want to add the detail. That's what kind of makes them unique. Not everybody's going to have the same splashes. All right, boys and girls. So that concludes just drawing him. In part 2, I'm going to show you coloring him and adding some cool splotches. So, and you know what? He loved to smell flowers, and so we're going to add some cool flowers too. I'll see you in part 2.